Okay. Try this one more time. This is a small tarot card tutorial, and I'm going to show you a few things. First off, I'm using the Great Northern deck. Okay. I don't know if anybody's used this deck, but this is what I use all the time. As you can see, they're pretty warm. I'm going to show you a few things. As far as the cards in any of the tarot decks, one of the things I've learned is a couple of your cards have other meanings, and this is what I am going to show to you once I find it. There's one of them. Okay. Let's set this down. Your knights, any of the knights, they do not always represent men. Sometimes they represent women, especially if you are doing a tarot card reading for a lesbian couple or one of your gay girlfriends, or even some of your gay guys. Some of the females in their life, they might view in the way you would view a knight. So keep that in mind whenever you're doing tarot card readings for gay couples. And your queens, for some reason I can't find none of mine. Your queens sometimes will represent, when I find one, there she is. Your queens sometimes will represent, say you're doing a gay male couple. Sometimes they might view the males as queens. So when you're doing that kind of reading, keep that in mind, because sometimes the queens might actually represent men. And a good clue when you are doing gay lesbian readings is what is actually surrounding the situation, just so you know. Another thing is the pages. Sometimes they do not always represent children, and some of them have double meanings. Sometimes when you're doing a reading and there is either a very immature 20-year-old, they might fall under a page. Generally, pages only go up to the age of 18, but in some cases, that isn't always true. I've come to find them. A friend of mine has a handicapped daughter. She is, I want to say, like 38. And every time I've done her cards, her handicapped daughter comes up as a page because of her mind frame. She is trapped in the mind of like a 6-7-year-old. Sometimes if all your cards are exhausted and you're doing a reading for, say, a friend of yours and she has 6 grown kids and all your cards are exhausted and the only ones you actually have left are your pages, then that might actually be her children and not like grandchildren or anything of that nature. Another thing is clues of the surrounding cards. Keep that in mind. Another big misconception is the devil. And the devil doesn't always represent evil, though this devil is not a really good card. And generally the devil reverse is actually better in this deck. But sometimes if it is laying near a person, say it's laying near this page, this child is going down a very dark path and he needs to be got in line, he or she needs to be got in line before they go down that path. A lot of times this could mean depression. It could mean that person's doing drugs, doing illegal activities, things like that. Take your clues from the surrounding cards. Okay, I was going to show you a couple different readings, but I need to see if this actually worked. So that will conclude this first video for the tarot card lesson.